Fuck Uber. Yeah, so the Naveen, for those of you who don't know Naveen, what am I doing? Well, we're almost out of the woods here. Almost. I just woke up, so if I sound funny, now you know. I woke up at like 11. No, I went to sleep at 11 p.m. and then woke up at 3 a.m. Couldn't fall back asleep, and then yeah, then I streamed, and it's like, well, there's nothing to talk about because the market. We need to see if Bitcoin's gonna actually break out and bottom out here. And that's what's happening so far. I woke up and Bitcoin looks good as long as we hold here. We cannot have this happen like last time, right? We looked like we were gonna finally get back above that purple line. Remember, under the purple line, under the purple line, sellers are in control. Sellers have you're fighting the wave of sellers, right? So if we can break out here and just get above that purple line, we'll be dandy. We'll be dandy. That's what we have to see, at least price action wise. The worst thing that can happen is this thing decides to like end of day sell off, and we just go jump into this wedge again. That would be annoying. That would be so annoying. So there's the breakout, but let's see if it holds, because I've seen this before. The last 30 minutes, it just decides to, yeah, it just decides to tank like this, way all the way back down, and then just tease a potential huge move. Okay, so let me see. Let's see what's a buy. What's a buy? Yeah, the Russell. You can see the Russell, the exact same setup, right? Inside a wedge here. Where's my tool? It's like teasing us. It's like maybe we're about to boom, maybe not. VIX is down. Okay. Did Trump say something? Because that's very interesting. Yeah, Naveen, I did read your message. We'll have that one-on-one call. I'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure. For those of you who don't know Naveen is the guy that bought APOD at $6, and he's holding it, and he's up like 5-6x, and he's going to continue to hold it. So I'm going to have a one-on-one call with him, and that's going to be fun because I'm gonna get to pick at his brain. Like, how the hell do you hold through 6x? If I buy a stock at the purple line or under it and it goes up 50 to 100%, I'm happy. This guy, I don't know. I'm gonna ask how he does it. Oh, shout out to Dominic Allen, RR. Is it booming right now? Let me check. AMD. AMD looks like, is that a falling wedge here? I know semiconductors, they were looking like they were ready to break out. That looks like a bullish falling wedge, guys. That looks like a bullish falling wedge. Let me check the 4-hour. What, on the 1 hour, we have a bearish double top. But it already got invalidated, no? Yeah, it already got invalidated. What is this? What is this Mumu AI on? If anything, this looks like a, let me check. This looks like an ascending triangle. I'm almost tempted to buy calls here. Ascending triangle, maybe? But on the 4-hour, yeah, that looks like an ascending triangle on the on AMD. I'm going to add that one. I have not been playing calls because I have to be cautious. Like you don't want to be buying calls and then you get a big like Trump dump, right? You get a big like $20 drop like this, or a how much did it drop here? Yeah, with calls you gotta be you gotta be careful. Amazon, like it looks like the market tomorrow might be the day we finally get that breakout out of these downtrends. Once those downtrends break, we can finally start going, that's when you want to go crazy, right? Does that make sense? Like that's when you want to go ham, as some people like to say. Like there's a time to get aggressive, and there's a time to sit back and relax. There's a time to be kind of more safe. When you're in the downtrend, and the stock is at the purple line, sure, go heavy, go heavy. But if it's not, it's better to play it safe. And if it starts trending back to the upside, that's where you really make the money, because everything just keeps going up. ARG B already above the purple line. ASTS, no, I'm still gonna wait on that one. BBAI, wow, I'm gonna buy another. I'll buy another. Let me. What announcement did they come out with? None, because they do work with. November 10th is the yeah. I'm buying BBA again for a swing. It showed a green candle here, holding at this support level, right? So it's looking good. I'll add some here. If it goes down to the purple line, cool. I'll add more. I'm fine with this. What am I doing? Added. I'm gonna add 250. BBAI shares. Add everyone. Let me just see what I get filled at. What did I get filled at? All right. Got filled at 6.82. Okay. 250 shares at 6.82. 6.82. Looking good for a Friday massive pump. It seems. There we go. Man, I wish it would go down to the purple line. Because if it goes to the purple line, I will add, I will add like 2,000-3,000 shares. Like that's where I add heavy. That's where I'm like, yes, this is where I go big. Because we know we're buying it at value. We're getting good value out of it at that point. I see. I don't know if Shaz is watching. I see your message. I'll get back to it. I'll get to it. Oh, by the way, I beat Joey Shaw in chess with a good checkmate. He did not. He he screwed himself over by pinning his own pieces in a corner. So he basically took them out of play, and I was like, huh. BF is if this reverses here, not a bad idea to buy. Like this is where you want to buy, not like up here. Like this is the discount. Like people always want a discount, and when it's here, they're like, oh no, this is great. Look at that. Look at that discount. Let me measure that. See, now I'm bullish on BidF. Like, wow, 39% drop if this holds here. I mean, and this reverses, looks good. Let me see the other ones and see how they're looking. BMNR, don't care for that one. The bot ETF, the robots ETF, bottoming out down here. So I imagine that RR must be green. It must be green, because if the bot ETF is green, then RR is green. I don't know why people are scared of holding red on RR. This thing, like I said, it's been trending. This year started trending. Like people are starting to recognize, like, wait a minute, we are actually going to have robots everywhere. Like this isn't just some Star Wars fantasy land. Like we're actually going to have R2D2s and all that. Like what? A Death Star? Like that. Like people are starting to recognize this. And this is just the beginning for the robotics ETF. In fact, I would say the bot humanoid robot ETF, you could buy it and sit on it for a few years, and you'd probably make 100% when this goes to 100. Because I remember seeing the quantum ETF nice and cheap at like $40, and I thought about buying it, but I was like, eh. The bots ETF, I think that's the same thing, right? It's the exact same setup. Yeah, but this one's been around since 2016. The bot one seems a little more cleaner in terms of price action, but pretty much the exact same setup, right? It's been trending on the monthly. It's funny, right? Back in 2016, the robotics was kind of just eh. It wasn't really trending to the upside constantly and persistently. Funny thing to note. Did Weebull bottom out? I might buy 100 shares here. I like Weebull. It's looking good. near this bottom. But it keeps teasing this like breakout and it just doesn't do it. It's pissing me off, quite frankly. I haven't. Have I taken a loss? Yeah, I did take like a small nothing. I'll add 100 shares. I'm happy with 100. Added. Let me see. Added. Oops. 100. Oops. Shares of Bull at. Let me see what I get. Fill that. Am I gonna get filled at 1117? Yeah. All right, got filled at 1117. Everyone. Cause Weebull, if it bottoms out here, the move back up is like there's like 30 to 80% to make. So I'll add a starter here of 100 shares, and then I'll add more. APLD to the stars, shades, you are beautiful. Whoa, I am beautiful. I don't even know how to say beautiful in French. Belle, but I don't remember. Yeah. Why, thank you. I am blushing, I guess, even though I don't have Joey Shaw's blue eyes. But anyways, what am I looking at? Cyber? No, not Cyber. Seeing Clove. See, Clove. This thing has earnings in a week. Huh. Clove here is interesting because every time it's gone up above that, the price has gone up above that purple line and it holds, it can make quite a rally, right? It can make quite a rally. So let's see, 100 shares, and it moves 20%. No, I would have to add like 300 shares for it to be worth it. And I would be betting on the breakouts. 300 shares with a 10-cent stop. How much would that be? $30 loss? Is that it? Really? Oh, that's actually not bad. Yeah, you can see the breakout retest and I mean breakout retest. So either it's finally going to move higher or it's going to come down, right? So it's kind of not a bad risk to reward here. I'll add 300. I need to add a little more than 100. 300 shares of Clove. There's money to be made everywhere once everything starts rising. But I like the setup on Clove. Breakout above that purple line, it goes huge, right? Breakout, sometimes it fakes you out. So that's kind of why you want to, play it safer. What did I get for that? 300 shares of Clove. Let me punch in the order. Enter. I'm going to assume, yeah, I figured. I'm going to assume 3.20 because I'm just slapping the ask. I'm sure one of these we're going to take a loss. Because I'll definitely cut Bull and maybe Clove if it comes down. CLSK. CLSK, did that drop as much as Mara? Let me check Mara. I don't know anything about CLSK. I know Mara way better. But if Mara's bottomed out, then CLSK should be fine. What is this? Compass, Coinbase, Sybil. I mean, Sybil, this is going to be the big play right here. If you got patience, my friend, this is going to pay off once it gets going. Nobody wants it down here. This is like the best purple line play right here. Like, this is it. Like, I love this because look at these huge pumps. 611%, 112%, 207%, 349%. My prediction right now is so far 175%. Like, this is the purple line like play right now. But you got to sit on it though. And anytime this company talks, it's always something huge. Like, we're working with Palantir. We're got government contracts. We're working with we got all these other partnerships. So this is going to be a beautiful one. When it goes, there's going to be so many people thanking me. And I'm going to be like, don't thank me. You're the one who took the risk. It is still a penny stock technically, but it's just such a good rinse and repeat pattern. Are Intel puts a good idea? No idea. I don't even look at Intel. Let me check. Do I even have Intel on my watch list? Intel puts... I don't know. Do you think it's a good idea? I would wait for confirmation, right? If tomorrow we break out and go higher, this thing goes to 40 and your puts get destroyed. If it breaks down, right? Then I'd be buying the puts, right? You want to buy when sellers are not, when sellers are on your side, and right now it's just stuck in a box. Literally, it's stuck in a box. So when it's stuck in a box like this, it's kind of like, well, you kind of can't do anything. Just either trade the range or wait for, wait for it to go one direction or the other. INTC, I mean, look at this box here. You see that same box? What happened last time? If you bought puts here and held them, hoping for a big drop, it destroyed you here. So this thing loves to stick in a box, and look at this, same thing here, another box. It actually broke down and went lower here. It dropped like what, $5-6. So that's just how it is, right? When it's stuck in a box, it could go either way. It's a 50-50 at that point, because you want to play the box breakout or breakdown, right? Like there's going to be a big move coming, and that's where the real money's made, on the next big move. So, and it's a Trump-driven market. So if Trump says anything, it could literally moon, right? If he says INTC is the best stock ever, it's gonna go up. If he says INTC is garbage, it goes down. Like that guy, he controls the markets right now. It's actually pretty funny. Fig, I was watching Fig here because I'm like, if this is the bottom, that's not a bad opportunity. But I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about this stock. What does this? What does a Fig do? What does it even do? Because I don't AI powered design. I used to use it. I think I used to use it back when I was doing web development. Do I have? No, I don't have Visual Studio Code downloaded because I reset my PC. Yeah, back when I was coding, PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all that, all those, the other stacks. I don't know. I don't know. I like it. I like the setup, like how cheap it is down here near a bottom. I like it. So if the market bounces tomorrow, I'll buy the day of. I kind of don't want to hold this overnight just in case. I'll buy it the day of tomorrow, and jump in on a crossover and ride it up with a stop. Because if there's strength behind that tomorrow, we should be pumping from that bottom. GME, wow, GME just decided to move 5%. I'm not buying that now. It already moved. GRNY, we made our 25 cents on this one. We made our 1%. So like I said, this is I think we've made 1% on GRNY, and then the semiconductor ETF, when we make 1% on the semiconductor ETF, that's 2% already. Like these 1% trades, they add up over time. They can add up to thousands. I know it's boring, like, oh no, just 1%, but that can add up to quite a return. HIMS is a huge buy. Huge. Anytime this comes under the purple line, what happens? What happens? What happens? Nobody wants it down here, right? Nobody wants it. Nobody wants the purple line. Nobody wants it under the purple line. So yeah, this looks good too, but it's a healthcare stock. I kind of don't care for healthcare, but I'll do the same thing I did with I'm going to do with Figma, which is I will buy it on the tomorrow on a crossover with a stop and a smaller position to see if it actually shows the strength to be worth holding. That's probably the best way to put it. HUD looks broke out of the downtrend finally. Kathy Wood just bought. Did Kathy Wood just buy? Because I'm not buying if she bought. Usually when she buys, it's a top acquisition. Wow, she bought a lot of Netflix, sold a lot of AMD, and sold some Palantir, and Roblox, sold Roku, and Shopify. Man, I forgot about Shopify. Wait, did she add HUD? Is that what happened? I don't say. Oh yeah, what am I saying? And they increased their holdings in HUD. That concerns me. When she buys, it's usually not a good idea to buy. I wish she didn't buy. I kind of treat her like Jim Cramer. If she's buying HUD, it's time to get out. Now I'm scared. Like, she bought in, or else I would have played some calls on that, because it's gonna be time to play. If tomorrow we boom, that's a complete reversal. and we're gonna. It's time to go. You know, now we go aggressive. Now we start buying calls again. Like puts, you want to buy those and get aggressive with puts if it actually breaks down. Software as a service company. Oh, Figma. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna have to do my due diligence later on. Iran looking good here. What is this? The Russell Gold KSCP holding. Who bought? Who was the guy who bought? There was someone who bought. Oh, Nick. Nick bought KSCP. So I'm a little scared. Like if he bought in 500 shares, maybe I need to. Usually people like him are a signal. Like, oh, he's buying? Hell no, I'm not buying. So yeah, I think most of the stocks that I bought today, I bought more on the safe side. BBAI, I don't care if I hold red on that. That's fine. That's fine by me. We've played that one many times. Mara looking like it might not hold here and drop to the purple line, which is what I'm waiting for. Because it's been using that as support here. So let's see if it comes down lower. Let's see ratings. What ratings? Everyone has a price target of $25, $29, $30, $30, $25. So a lot of price targets of 25 to 30 for Mara. I like Mara. I'm still doing the covered call strategy on this. I've been just selling covered calls this whole month on the 400 shares I hold. I think I could buy back the covered calls, right? I could buy them back for a profit, but I'll just let them expire and keep the 200 plus. Meta MP looks like it's not finding buyers here. People would expect it to come down to low 60s then next, which is unfortunate. What happened? Any announcement? Anything to be concerned about? What? Yeah, see, this is the thing about MP materials. The thing about MP materials is, it's the only mine to magnet rare earths business in the Western Hemisphere. So that's the thing, it's not gonna, it's not gonna just go to the moon and not take a breather. This is a massive discount from highs. I'll keep accumulating that one, Joey Shaw style. MSTR. Let's see if it follows Bitcoin, because it tends to lag Bitcoin. So if it's going to follow Bitcoin, it should finally break out of its own downtrend. Netflix, Kathy Wood bought here, which is concerning because it's like, she bought in. Like if she's buying, NVTS has not bottomed out yet. We'll see if it does soon. CoreWeave, CRWV, is that what it is? I don't have it on my watch list. What about CoreWeave? Let's look at the weekly, see if it gives me a bigger picture. Monthly, what's going on in the monthly, daily? It's right at a support level. So if you're gonna buy, you better buy with like a stop down here at 113. Man, this thing is yeah. That's why I don't trade this one. It's too volatile. Like it's too volatile for me at least. That's a good one. I mean, it's right at support. That's like where you want to buy. But I would set a stop just in case, of course, and maybe half position. Because usually when I have a rule, if I'm trading something volatile, I usually just go with half position and a wider stop. Because too tight of a stop on something volatile, you'll just get stopped out real quick. If you've ever bought something and you got stopped out real fast, it's because you needed a bigger stop loss, a wider one, give it a little more room but go in with less shares to make up for that. But that's support right there. So if that holds, last time it bounced to like 142 here, then 153. So a pretty good risk to reward ratio. Either you lose like what, $10 per share, or you can make like 10 plus, 1 for 1 at least here. So if the market bounces tomorrow, you'll be fine. Hi, is my a buy? Is my a buy? What's a buy? My a buy? I don't know if that's garbage. What? That's a penny stock. That looks like that's just what the hell is this? This is garbage. It has no volume. Who are you even going to sell it to? Secret stream TF? Secret. There's no secret here. I looked at the markets this morning and I'm like, I'm going back to sleep. Woke up at 2:30 and I'm like, oh, let's see what happened. Palantir's still stuck in this box. Literally, still. This doesn't even. This pattern doesn't even matter. This looks like we're just waiting. This whole thing looks like we're just waiting on Trump to say something. Like, please tell us we're gonna go higher. We're also CPI releases tomorrow as well. That's right. Isn't it being released? Isn't it being released? Isn't it being released by the Trump administration? So technically speaking, I don't think Trump would release anything that would look bad. So I think the big bet is tomorrow we're gonna boom. That's the big bet. If we don't boom, whatever. I'll cut the two that I'll cut the clover and the bull, but I'll hold the BBAI because I know that one like the back of my hand. QQQ headed towards all-time highs. Quantum recovering, I can tell right there just by looking at the ETF. RDW breaking down. Riot stock. What about this one? Yeah, Riot looking good as well. RR still stuck in that downtrend, trying to break out. Let me add that one because it's about to be Friday. I'm going to keep an eye on that one tomorrow. Semiconductor ETF, like I said, if semiconductors break out, we should see the market rise together. And we'll make our 1% on the 1% challenge. And that'll be 3% already in return. It'll add up to 50% return at some point. You just got to do a lot of those little trades. Yeah, semiconductor ETF looks fine. I don't really care for Sound or SoFi. TEM holding up. Is that Tesla? No, that's TLS, not Tesla. Tesla, wow. Tesla it just boomed off that support down there. Crazy that it dropped on earnings and then it just recovered. TSSI looks good. TSSI looks good. UEC sold off today, even though it was green yesterday. It's interesting to see that the rare earth element stocks and uranium stocks are just they're not doing too hot, but I imagine that's just nothing more than opportunity. Good thing about Bitcoin mining stocks is the Bitcoin mining ETFs, sector ETF, it's finding a bottom down here. Like this is a big support level. So let's see if it holds. If it holds this, we would bounce and we should see the Bitcoin miners, the whole sector rise. It's really going to be, really depend on the CPI and whatever Trump. Doesn't Trump make an announcement soon as well at 3 or something? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not concerned about MP at all. Anything backed by the government, working with the government, not concerned at all. So there's going to be a lot of good plays if everything holds. Isn't Trump talking today at 3 or something? So shouldn't we? So maybe either he's going to send everything lower or higher. The market's going to react in after hours. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. I don't see anything here with regards to Trump talking. Isn't he going to talk today? Let me check again. Yeah, anytime you see an announcement, Trump talking at 3 p.m., Trump talking at 8 a.m., whatever. Anytime you see that, it's time to pay attention because you never know what direction that guy's going to send the markets. All right, guys, I think that's it. There's plenty of... I'm going to remove SoundHound. I don't care for you. Let me look at it. No. Why was I looking at this one? I do like QBTS at Purple Line. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow's gonna be fun, finally, because either we're about to, start booming, or we're gonna start dropping. That's assuming that Trump doesn't say anything that sends markets down uh, today when he talks. I think he is. Let me check Twitter. I have to go to Twitter. I don't like using Twitter because it's a cesspool of people just saying random stuff, and I just assume everyone's a bot. Trump, 4 minutes ago, think will come out well from a Z meeting. Yeah, so if you really think about it, the stock market right now is just consolidating into a wedge or inside a box. So we're gonna get a big move like tomorrow, is what I would assume. We're gonna get a big move. Yeah, I mean that's you can see here on Twitter, someone Trend Spider, Trump's tariff candle erased 20 days of trading. It erased all this here. Since then, SPY has, it's just trapped inside a box. The next move should be buy. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking that's exactly like we're just seeing a lot of stocks getting ready for a big move, and I'm hoping for the upside. But that anything can happen, right? It's China. We can't control China and what they do or say or wanna, if they want to play hardball, they want to play hardball, right? We can't really, we'll see what comes out of this. It's gonna be fun. All right, guys, that's it for the stream. Be ready tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a little more fun than the past few days. The past few days have just been this whole month has been just kind of eh. I mean, we're making our money right in the Discord. If you're following me 1 for 1, we're up like 2K, 2.2K, which is pretty terrible actually. Usually we do better, but whatever. We're in the green. That's better than being in the red. I added Palantir and AMD after the stream ended up like 3% on both. Yeah. Like I said, it's looking good. It's looking good. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.